This bar in Bradford. We're going to break it down with Brad. Of course, we talk politics, education, and sports. A lot of things happening right now. Off the top of my head, this particular segment was brought to you by B12 and amino boosts, right? Increases muscle protein synthesis, activates new muscle growth, and improves recovery from intense training. Great product there. Using myself. Also, it is NSF certified, so you will not come up hot on a urinalysis test if you are NCAA Division I, 2, 3 athlete. All right, but it's a very safe product. My family and myself, we both use it. All right, man, a lot going on. I just want to. This particular segment is going to be about exercise, and really with the gyms closing down now, people have to be a little more creative. For me personally, I went and bought myself and my family. We bought bikes, so we've been cycling a lot more. I used to do it intermittently with my weight training, but I've kind of backed off the weight training now, focusing more on my nutrition and focusing on just getting out, man, cycling and just enjoying my neighborhood, the community, meeting people I never would have seen before, kind of like campaigning, walking in alleys I've never been before or down the streets. But it's great. And they done an article I got this morning out of USA Today that talks about bike rides gaining new momentum. And I'm just going to read a couple paragraphs for you and go through some statistics and tell you about some trails that people go to in different states. Like, again, where I'm at, we got some pretty good trails around here. We got a lot of them. So anyway, people seek a safe space to be active and hit the trails. Anyway, it says your best socially distanced recreation opportunity might be in your own neighborhood. And it's a great product, again, for social distancing. Riding a bike, there's nobody near you. I see a couple people riding masks, which is fine. I don't knock it. But I prefer not to wear that mask when I ride my bike or when I'm working out, getting my heart rate up. I like to be able to breathe. Again, it says the corona pandemic has given bike rides a new momentum. Sales of bicycles and accessories have accelerated as Americans seek ways to get exercise, get outdoors, and keep an appropriate distance from others. According to the NPD actually, group, a data firm that analyzes consumer trends, sales of bikes, helmets, and other accessories reached $1 billion in April. That's why you couldn't find a bike. The sales actually doubled. This time last year, they only sold $500,000. I say only, that's a lot of money still. But $500,000 in bikes, pandemic hit, they went up 100%. That's awesome. Again, the increase in sales of bike-related gear also accompanied surge in trail use. So that's good. People are getting out, still finding other ways to get motivated and stay healthy, because your health is your wealth. Again, your health is your wealth. So anything you can do, whether it's 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, or just walking, or just trying to do just walking, get your heart rate up. Just get out the house, move around a little bit. It's easy to get sedentary, and with everything going on, it's easy to get depressed. But exercise has been proven to help stifle those things and somewhat alleviate them. If nothing else, help manage them. Okay. Another thing from the federal, state, and local governments have invested more in bike infrastructure in the past 3 decades, 30 years, especially since the Great Depression. That was an interesting point, and it drove me to this here. Nesper, Congress. Nesper said a bicycle boom took place in the 70s as well. During that decade's energy crisis, gas went up high. People went and got bikes to move around. Okay, they didn't stick. This time it could be different. So we've seen. I mean, we're all about behaviors. We get in certain situations. We tend to, do something. Not 100%. We'll do it 90%, but then things get better. We'll go back to it. But he said this time it's going to be different. Maybe this is a new way of doing business going forward, which is going to affect car sales, going to affect energy. And us being in Texas, energy is one of our thriving things that help our economy thrive. So energy is one of the things in Texas that help our economy thrive. So if that's an impact, it directly impacts Texans and what we have going on down there in Austin. Our bottom line. Okay. And we keep hearing from people that they're rediscovering their communities in a new way. Again, a person experienced that. He said people are saying they like it. Again, the social distance aspect of it is great. And you just cruise. I get on the show and cruise the neighborhoods. I put my, have my helmet on, my light, front and back lights, and just obey everybody and put my little bell ring on my handlebars. And I'm coming up on somebody behind them, I, hit my bell, let them know I'm in the area so I don't run them over. And we'll get into that also. Again, I'm not sure what this is taken at, but I will just say I'll give you a couple of top trails. Probably don't know what these were. I didn't know they had top trails, but a couple of top trails they talk about. Rails to Trails has a list of top 100 trails in the country, and here are a few of them. That website again is Rails to Trails. Atlanta Beltline. It's in Georgia, of course, and it's 10.9 miles. Capitol Crescent Trail, Maryland, D.C. That's 11 miles. I like that. That's like my bucket list now. I want to go ride these trails. Cowboy Trail, Nebraska, 203 miles. Well, that's a good one there. Bring your water. You want to be prepared with a bike pump and water and everything else on that day. Probably change of socks and shirts. Elroy Sporter State Trail, Wisconsin, 34 miles. The Great Allegheny Passage, Maryland and Pennsylvania, 150 miles. Highway Trestle Trail in Iowa, 27 miles. Do we have any in Texas? Nah, none in Texas. Katy Trail State Parkway, Missouri, 240 miles. So that's just to name a few. Again, Silver Comet Trail in Georgia, 61 miles, and Virginia Creeper Trail. I don't know about that one. Virginia Creeper Trail is 33 miles. But anyway, hey, that's just a quick thing on exercising and biking. I still do a little weights, do some push-ups, sit-ups, some abdominals, some core stuff. But man, that cycling is good for the legs, the cardiovascular system, keeps you moving, get the blood flowing. And right now, during this pandemic, people trying to find ways to get out the house, not just go out the house and just spend money, and that's not happening either, depending on the situation. But just bikes, I'm behind. They're hard to come by right now. I went to about 3 or 4 stores before I finally found the 2 I'm looking for myself, my families. But just the basic bike etiquette I'll go into. I'm currently about 7.5 minutes. I want to keep these around 10 minutes long so you can look at a couple of them, but just some little things. Basic bike etiquette. Number one is wear a helmet. You only got 5. 2 of them, 3. Number 2 is stay to the right and use your bell or say on your left when passing pedestrians and other cyclists. I've heard that a lot. All right, and got the bell. Slow when approaching a group of people or children, because you never know, somebody going to dart in front of you. They don't know they hear you coming, or they may be hearing impaired. Take that into consideration, or seeing impaired. So just be aware of those things. Sit rep. Slow when approaching group of people or children. Okay, I think I just said that one. Carry a small bike pump or CO2 cartridge. Pull off the trail if you need to stop, and don't try and multitask. So I hope you're not texting on your phone. I'm going to think you're a little smart enough, so no texting on the phone. But anyway, hey, that's this segment from Brad. Break It Down with Brad. Again, was brought to you by B12. I'll put my card. Boom. B12 Fitness Group right there. Boom. Boom. Yes. And that's the website, www.b12training.fit.com. You can place your order there. Be within about 10 to 14 days. Probably with the pandemic, things are a little slow right now. But we'll get that to you. And by the way, we are a veteran-owned business, so we appreciate all your support. Again, thank you for your time, for listening to Break It Down with Brad. Break It Down with Brad, whichever one you want to go with, but that's what it is. Meat and potatoes. And that sums up our session. Again, thank you. And one thing I said about the weather, it's just hot. Flat out hot. But again, thank you for your time. Have a great day, and I got more videos coming your way.